49ers and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can...
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you know, in the ball game, they leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Coleman. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pin.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 25 yards that time.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like what?
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jarrett. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. A check on the numbers from Goodwin last week. 5 catches, 114 yards, and a score. Back to throw.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Man open, it's Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Here we go. Check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They run it with McKinnon, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he just wants to continue to be accurate. 4
yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now throwing on third down there, but and with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Ryan Tannehill throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Nick Foles with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles.
It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now second and 4. He'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut up.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Reds at the 26-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trent Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Here we go. Not a wolf. Let him know. Let him get to 6. Pull it. Now.
Looking to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends. Field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now after the running play, we've got field.
Down the right. Nice hit, boy. Where's 52? Watch 52.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Markey.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
The previous play is
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. He's on down.
After review of the play.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Being chased out left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Coleman might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins. On first down, it's Coleman. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third and short, McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to... They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there. Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. 55. Watch the run. Watch Hopper.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustrating.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here again is McKinnon. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's first and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
On the draw play, Coleman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 11. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
They run once more with McKinnon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Man, I got you.
This is Juszczyk. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Check 55 to Myers. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.